Apologies for, are we streaming? Sorry. We're ready?
Not usually
Okay,
this just.
perfect. Thank you. All right. My apologies for the delay in starting the meeting. We were trying to hold off until Micah got here. He's coming straight from one of our Sanborn Middle School playoff basketball games, but we're going to get going. It's 6:07 p.m. I just called the meeting to order. And if we could stand for the pledge of allegiance and the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. All right. So next agenda item, meeting minutes. So we have January 21st, 2026 and January 27th, 2026. Do I have any motions?
Make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
I did not see 127 in the drive.
Oh.
So I only got one.
I think it was linked in the agenda.
On my agenda. I almost didn't open it, but that's why I opened it.
I don't have the agenda. Okay.
It's on the shared drive. Yep.
All right. So we had Jeremiah was the second.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Heather, do you need another minute?
Hold on one second. School board. The 454. No, go back. The top one. Yep.
You have way more than I do.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay.
I'll just abstain.
Yeah, or you can look at mine. Go on. What were we just on? We were on. Oops.
Thank you.
Yep. It's weird. Her drive isn't fully.
My drive doesn't
No.
have all the stuff on it.
Mine doesn't either.
Yeah, and mine does.
It was linked in the agenda.
Okay.
So I saw it.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Is there any discussion? Nope. And just I wanted to take a second actually really quickly because one of the meetings from the January 27th meeting were where we appointed our newest member, James Hasselbeck. So I want to just take a second and say hello. Thank you for joining us and appreciate you stepping in.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. And also, James, if you would like to abstain from the vote because you were not on the board yet, you can absolutely do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I will take a vote all in favor. All right. So I have Heather, Jeremiah, Rick, the minutes,
Yeah.
Micah, and myself all in favor. And James, will you be an abstention? Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right, so we are good on that. Manifest documents are going around. It doesn't look like we have any nominations or resignations, so we'll move to the superintendent's report.
All right. Couple of quick things this evening. First, I want to give a shout out to Phyllis Kennedy for putting together our annual report, which is available to everybody here in the room, and you guys have a copy of that. That came out great, largely to her credit, and she wanted to make sure we gave a shout out to La Plume Printing, I believe it is. She's nodding her head.
Yep.
They did a great job, and they also did it in a super hurry because we were a little later than usual this year. So we wanted to give La Plume Printing a shout out this evening for that. We had two teams in the middle school basketball tournament. The boys won their quarterfinal game this afternoon, beating Litchfield by about a dozen points over at Swayze Gym. And I just heard that the girls unfortunately lost their game today to St. Christopher's, who must be pretty good because I saw the girls the other day and our girls team is really good. So that's, unfortunate that they lost, but good seasons for them. I wanted to reach out and also thank the coaches. Jay Manzi worked with the boys team here, is working with the boys team, and Micah and Steve St. Cyr have been working with the girls team this year. We want to thank all of our coaches across the board. It's a whole lot of time and a whole lot of effort that they put into those teams. So we want to thank them for that. One wanted to give a shout out to our custodial team for their work around the storm in the last couple of weeks and all of the stuff they've had to do to, basically break down snowbanks to make sure if we had another storm, which it looks like we may avoid, knock on wood, that they've done a really good job of maintaining everything, buildings in good shape and the entryways clear and all that sort of stuff. So we want to give them a big shout out. And also a quick comment, we've been tracking the open enrollment bill that's going through the legislature up in Concord. The update as of this morning that I'm getting is that the Senate has passed an open enrollment bill. The House was supposed to take the bill up tomorrow. That has been delayed by a week, apparently, because of some questions about, I think basically the two bills, the House bill and the Senate bill don't match, which they have to do. So that bill may come up again next week, and it may end up going to what's called a conference committee, which would be pulled together to work out the differences between the two bills. And that could have a significant impact on schools across the state, but we are definitely tracking that. I'm actually going to a meeting first thing tomorrow morning where we are going to probably spend a good hour with the superintendents in the southeast part of the state talking about that very subject. So there's a lot going on, and it's still a bit of a mystery, the open enrollment process is going to land. So we are tracking that. And I think that's all I got for tonight.
All right, fantastic. Thank you. All right, I'd like to call Summer, our student council representative, up to the mic to give her report.
Okay. Hello. So student council is currently
That mic
Is
on?
your mic on, Summer? I don't think it's on.
Hello.
There we
Yeah,
go.
just far away.
Just take it right off and just hold it right up there.
Okay, so the student council is currently planning their winter service project for the state district student councils. We're also going to go to the Southern District meeting. We'll be at Hampton Beach. We're going to do a beach cleanup for winter carnival, that sort of thing. We're also planning submarine team is going to the Boston Sea Rovers on March 14th, and we're going to bring the submarine, try to get sponsors and that sort of thing. Senior class is planning a Broadway themed winter formal on February 18th, so please buy tickets. February 6th, the NHS event got moved to March 6th. It's a month away. It will be a movie night marketed towards elementary school kids and that sort of thing. And Sustainability Club is currently working with UNH Extension this Thursday to learn about watersheds, that sort of thing. And next week is Counselor Appreciation Week, and we have clubs like Key Club and NHS taking a part of this, making baskets and cards for our beloved counselors. Sports-wise, there's a basketball game this Friday. The girls are at Pelham High School, and the boys are at home. There's a bowling meet this Saturday and a track meet Sunday.
Fantastic. Thank you, Summer.
Summer.
Thanks, Summer.
Thank you.
All right. Do I have any subcommittee reports tonight? Jeremiah?
Yes, thank you, Micah. Good evening. This is Jeremiah Nault, the chair of the Finance and Facilities Subcommittee. Can everybody hear me out there? Yes, cool. Thank you. So tonight, after discussing the normal budgetary items of the district, we moved into a discussion actually on Swayze Gym. That's come up a couple times tonight. And sort of the future on Swayze Gym. The gym is we discussed how it's an asset, not only to the district, but also to the community. However, there is also there's a growing list of costs associated with continuing to operate this gym at a safe, functional, and place that we want our kids to be playing sports at. And so there's a cost that comes with that. And so we began the conversation tonight. We've requested some additional information and data from Dan, and he has graciously agreed to work with the team to provide some of that data so that we can make the best decision for the community and the district. And secondly, we got a great update on our Siemens lighting project and how as we begin to walk around the school, I'm not sure how many of you walked in tonight and saw gentlemen working on step ladders, replacing bulbs and doing work in the lighting fixtures. And that's the beginning of our LED transition. And they've completed a couple of schools, are about to complete another, and they are currently working on this facility here. So thank you to the team who's doing that, and Dan for continuing to work with that team and make sure that the skids are greased and we're moving as efficiently as possible. So it's looking great, and we're excited to see that. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
John, I don't have any, we did not have an official meeting, but I just wanted to share as the PR chair that the Sanborn Community Organization did have a meeting last week. I'm waiting for notes on that, but they have a survey going on about how to support the community. So if people would like more information on the survey, please to reach out to me directly and I can forward that over to constituents.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. All right, if there are no other subcommittee reports, we will open up first public comment. Public comment, just up to the microphone, state your name, the town you are, and you have 5 minutes. All right, since everybody's jumping up here, we will move on. So auditors engagement letter. I think I need authorization to sign.
It's more of a formality.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's something that every year,
Yes.
the chair has to sign.
Mhm.
It's, keeps us in compliance.
I make a motion for Chair Dutton to sign the auditor's engagement letter.
Second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. Thank you so much. That's
Thank you.
signed. All right. Okay, school board calendars.
Academic calendar first. So I sent everyone basically, well, really 4 options of ways that we could approach next year's academic calendar with some explainers to go along with that. And wanted your input on which one you preferred. There was a stated desire last time at the last meeting to move the opening day of school off of August 31st and go to September 1st. So all of our options do account for that. We also kept a school day on the 4th. So we do start with a 4-day week. And there are several options that are in play here for September 8th, which is an election day. We're going to be having the election here at the high school, middle school building, and how we account for that particular day. Option 1 that's in front of you has that as a no school day. Option 2 has that as a delayed opening day with the election going on for a shortened day. Instead of leaving a couple hours early, they'd be arriving a couple hours late, basically a 2-hour delay kind of schedule. And the third option currently has written open house in the box on September 8th. That could be an open house day. It could also be a professional development day if we so chose to do that, or you guys chose to do that. Christine and I have been bouncing some ideas around about opening up the schools on that day. So residents could come in and visit the schools if they wanted to. Teachers could be available to staff or parents or whomever during a sort of drop-in kind of day. We could do some events in the schools, just not really a well fleshed out plan, but one idea would be to open the schools up, or we could replace that with an open house. And I didn't create a, option 4 just to put a PD day in there, which is something we could also accommodate on that day. So just a couple of different options of ways we can do it. If we have a no school day on the 8th, my suggestion would be to extend the Christmas holiday by having the 23rd of December be a no school day. Begin vacation on the 23rd. That pushes the last day of school to a Tuesday. If we were to have school on September 8th, I would have school also on the 23rd. It actually occurs to me an early release day makes sense that day. And that would finish us up on a Friday. So it's kind of a complicated moving parts, but they pretty much all occur in August, September, and December. And then it just sort of pushes out the end of the year if we take the 2 days off and don't have kids in school.
So Bob, can I just ask a clarifying question?
Anything you want.
So option 2
Yes.
versus 1 and 3, it looks like on option 2, graduation would actually be held on June 4th, tentatively.
Yep.
With the last day of school on the 11th for the rest of the students.
Yep.
But on 1 and 3, graduation would be on the 11th and the last day of school for students would be on the 14th. Is that correct? Am I reading
Yes.
this right?
Be-
Okay.
If we have a school day
Yeah.
of the 177 that we want to do
Yeah.
on the 8th, then we would have also school on the 23rd of December and graduate or finish up on a Friday. If we took the 8th off and the 23rd of December off, then we push the end of school day back to the 14th of June on a Tuesday.
Any thoughts on this?
I feel like I want to tackle like one of these at a time, like the September. Seems like the September 8th and the December are like the two talking areas
In graduation.
and graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and just last day of school in general,
Right.
bump it a little further out.
Mhm.
So,
The risk of the Friday is sort of evident this year where if the snow pattern we had to continue, we could have been in trouble to get graduation done on the day, where the kids would like it to have. If we push it to Tuesday, we get more wiggle room that way, but it does push graduation back a week for the kids.
So I do know that we had talked about having school start after September, but I've recently seen that the summer camps are going, their last day is like the 14th for many of the summer camps. So that's like 2 full weeks that there's no school if we're moving it before school starts. So I don't know if that will impact families. Because summer camps aren't going the whole month of August.
I mean, a day probably is not going to make a difference.
yeah,
Either
I
way.
think it was only a day difference.
Okay.
So I guess we should probably get a motion on the table first,
wanna
just to continue discussion. So just.
I make a motion to
Motion.
discuss the academic calendar for 26, 27.
Second.
Perfect, thank you. Any discussion about the discussion?
Is
All
there
right,
one of these that,
in favor?
yeah, oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
All right, unanimous, thanks, great, okay, now we can discuss.
Right.
Okay,
So, Bob,
Yep.
we should be looking at these we shouldn't actually look at the calendars. We should look at your gray box notes on the right. Was those highlight differences?
Yes.
yes.
Yes, that's the idea. Yep.
Thank you for doing that.
So my question is, why does the change of the basically 2 days up top change the graduation by a week? What am I missing
I
there?
was wondering the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's okay. Because it's 177 days that we have to get to fit in here, and we're locked into certain holidays and days that we can take off, and we can't really take off because of our connection with SST, which plays into here. By taking the 31st out, it takes a little bit of our wiggle room out. We could adjust a bunch of days. For example, SAU 16 takes October 9th as they basically have a no school day. They do a 4-day weekend over Columbus Day. So those kind of options. And I tried to keep the calendar my feeling was we haven't done that, trying to keep the calendar moving along. So by pushing back the start date by a day, and if we're not going to have students in the building on September 8th, or in this building, I should say, on September 8th because of the voting, that sort of creates a push where we would end up with a 1-day week on June 13th. Unless we took another day, then it would be a 2-day week. So we're pretty tight right now on the number of days that we're taking off.
Could we move the start date to the 31st? I know we wanted it after September because we had, it sounds good to start in September, but really if the 31st is a Monday, could we?
Yeah, I think that's what Bob originally had.
Yeah.
And then we asked him to look at not doing that, and starting on that Tuesday, the 1st.
Because I feel like,
And if you look at option 1 and the original, the end dates are the same.
mhm.
That happens in option 2 though, as well.
Sorry, option 2. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Option 2 and the original end land
Yeah.
same days ending.
But doesn't option 2 give us, we said, let's start on on September 1st,
And
Right.
yes, that does.
and it doesn't push everything out a week in this version.
Right.
But the kids have to go to school on the 23rd or Christmas Eve.
How long is Christmas vacation that year?
It's a week,
It's
a week
just
and
a
a day.
No more 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is it like crappy the way that it
That's right.
shakes up?
Well, I think for people that travel, but again, like if people want to take their
Full
kids
week and a day.
out of school, we can't stop them.
Right.
4th.
Right.
The next week.
Then they go
Yeah.
back on.
I would go option 2, but shift us back to the 31st. I would start us on the 31st, but I would not want school on
So shift it back to the 31st, have no school on the 23rd, and land with the tentative graduation date of June 4th and tentative last day of school on June 11th.
Yes,
So Bob's always working on it.
So the original?
but I don't
Oh.
want, but that would be a delayed opening.
That is the original. Yeah, that would be going back to the original, Heather.
So if I can just throw out another conversation point, I really like the idea, Bob, that you threw out about an open house on voting day.
Yeah.
It's very rare that so we keep, James was actually a part of this good discussion. Sorry, I can't turn to you, James, because when I do, the mic stops. Yeah. So I like some of the discussion that we talked about bringing people into the school and really showcasing what we're doing here, because that's only going to help the future of the district. And it's very rare that parents can take time and get into the school. And when we put out things like our submarine and some of the, the great work that we're doing here, and we can showcase that tells our story more than an email that they're reading with a couple of pictures on it. So I really like that open house idea. I also like Heather's idea there about starting one day early and then taking off the 23rd. But that puts us in a bind because we need that one extra day if we weren't going to be here on the open house day.
Right.
Having the 23rd off. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not a deal breaker.
No, I'm just saying too, having the 23rd off theoretically sounds nice, but not a lot of people get the 23rd. Like, I don't know a lot of people professionally that get the 23rd off. It might be a real
Framework, yeah.
pain to have kids off on the 23rd. That close to the holiday when everyone's gearing up to be off on the 24th.
So
take off.
could we propose option 4, which,
I know.
Whoa.
I think we need a fifth
Oh.
option.
Oh,
I like it.
no, we're
oh,
going
we're gonna make one?
Oh,
That
that is the
Yeah.
fifth.
would be to, so Jeremiah, am I following your thought here, which is move the start day to Monday, the 31st?
Yep.
Change the 8th to the open house day
Yes.
and leave December as is.
Yes.
Okay, I'm following that and
I think that
I
meets
can,
No,
I could,
no, we need to take away the 23rd.
well, no, if you look at, so if you take option 2, option 2,
Yep.
and you move the 31st to the first day of school.
Yep.
And you take the DO/E day on the 8th and you turn that into open house day. That gets us, I think, where
You're there.
it's kind
And
of,
you're already going to school. on the
December
23rd.
and December stays the same.
That's your day for day, right?
Yeah.
It's up top.
It depends on which of Bob's 17 options you start with.
This would be option 2A.
Does have
2A.
This is 2A, option
2A.
2A.
Yeah.
Also known as 5.
And
Love that.
Yeah, I've got it here.
I think it's
Just
4.
Starbucks.
It's option 4.
Somebody make a motion for the yet to be created option 4.
I will make a motion for option 4, which is starting a school on August 31st. Make September 8th an open house. And the rest would stay the same
As option 2.
That's option
as
2.
option 2.
second.
Fantastic. All right, any further discussion? All right, all in favor? All right, unanimous. Whew,
I just want to say,
got through it.
academic calendar seems the hardest thing.
Is so,
Someone's always going to be,
it's always so much.
Half day Wednesday.
one's going to be happy.
And this is option like 22. when we-
Right,
found that you
Yeah.
didn't see the other,
Yeah.
the way that the sausage was made.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Dawson.
Yes,
Yes, thank you.
Problem. And the open house idea is all Christine, not me.
I like
It
it.
was brilliant. I was all over it.
I like it a lot.
Fantastic.
That was her idea.
And I would love to see a little bit of intel on that as it takes shape.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So now looking at the school board calendar.
Okay. Yep. So the board meetings are fairly straightforward. I did align this and reorient it so that the months sit exactly on, so the school calendar and the board calendar are like August is in the same place for both.
Yeah.
And so forth. And then I talked to Dr. Brown. They would like to have a budget committee meeting on the 10th. And basically you'll see the rest of the board meetings are all on the first Monday and the first and third Wednesdays of each month. Sorry. We moved the January meeting to the 6th. I think we talked about that at the last meeting, which I watched a few times. And some of the meetings in green are actually board and budget committees jointly, but I wanted to highlight the BudCom meetings. So Dr. Brown would like that September 10 meeting to do a little, maybe a building tour, get themselves organized. And then she would get into the bulk of their meetings on the 4th, the 12th of November, and then on to December. The rest of it is basically the board meetings rolling on through. With the public hearing on the budget on the 14th, and this meeting or tonight's meeting, the deliberative on next year would be on February 3rd.
All right.
This one looks good. I'll make a motion to approve the draft school board calendar as proposed.
Second.
All right. Any discussion?
Thank you.
All right. All in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. All right. So it is not on. The board does not mind. We'd like to do our typical every meeting. We do a superintendent search update. So if the board is not opposed to that, I'd like to add that to the agenda right now.
I will read it.
All right. Okay. Rick, you'd like to do your update.
Yeah, sure. On Friday, February 6th, the board will be interviewing, let me take a look. As most of you may know, we've been partnered with an organization called Zeal Search. And we were presented with initially 11 candidates, superintendent position. They took those 11 based upon the profile that was presented and the feedback from the communities and the school and the students and the teachers. And they presented us with a total of 8 candidates. Earlier this week, the board met and we have narrowed that down to 5 candidates. We will be interviewing those 5 candidates this Friday, February 6th. And then the goal is to narrow it down to 3 candidates. No names are being provided. I just want to make a statement about that. That's for confidentiality of the applicants. There's been an email that I'm aware of that went to Zeal directly asking for names, and they won't release the names either. The names will be released once we narrow down to 3 finalists. That was agreed upon with the search committee and the candidates that applied. So by probably Friday, end of business Friday, we should have an update with who those 3 candidates will be. Everybody should have gotten an email that have students in the district. We also sent notification to both the towns of Kingston and Newton on February 9th, 2026, which is Monday, from 6 to 7:30. Those 3 candidates will be in this building. They will be in separate rooms, and the community members will have time, 30 minutes for each candidate to rotate room to room. They will make a presentation about why they intend to be, why they superintendent, and they will field questions at that time. So 30 minutes rotating rooms, 6 to 7:30 p.m., Monday, February 9th. I think that covers everything, right? Jeremiah, Heather, am I missing anything?
Can you just clarify the 30 minutes that's broken up into the 10 and 20?
Sure. Yeah. 10 minutes for presentations by the candidates and then 20 minutes for questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Perfect.
I think that's it.
Okay. All right. That brings us to our second public comment section. Again, if anyone would like to make a public comment, you can head up to the microphone, state your first and last name, the town that you are from, and you have 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Since there's no public comment, we will move on to next meeting announcements. First session of the annual school district meeting, the deliberative session, will be held tonight, 7 o'clock, right here in the high school auditorium. Budget committee will meet immediately following the deliberative session tonight in the library. And the next meeting of the Sanborn Regional School Board will be held on Wednesday, February 18th. 2026 at 6 p.m. in the library at the Sanborn Regional High School. And instead of adjourning the meeting right now, we are going to recess the meeting so we can go in to the deliberative. And then if we need to deal with anything after, we will finish the meeting after the deliberative. So we'll stay here. The budget committee will head to the library. Okay. All right. So it is 6:36. So if the board would like to take a quick break, you are really released until 7 p.m. Loud, but I'm going to keep going because it is almost 11 o'clock at night and we all want to wrap up.
And straight to your car. Go home.
All right. Okay, so if I have board members here, I am unrecessing the meeting at 10:54 p.m. Nope. So I would like to ask the board quickly. It was brought to my attention that the senior class has finalized the dates for their class trip. We had approved it with a TBD date. They would like to ask us to approve it with 1st and 2nd as the dates, because tomorrow they would like to go and actually start making their plans. So if I could get a motion to move June 1st and 2nd for the senior.
Make a motion to approve.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. All right. Any discussion? All right.
Secret ballot.
No secret ballot. All in favor? Unanimous. Okay. Senior class trip is now set for June 1st and 2nd. All right. And I think, did you have any non-public anything? Nope. All right. Since there is no non-public,
Non-public, but I was supposed to remind you, I need to be appointed.
oh, thank you. Yes. Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
See, this is why I told you so we wouldn't
Wrote it down.
forget. Okay. So if the board does not oppose, I would like to take and appoint James to fill in for Ms. Bashaw on her former subcommittees, which were excellence in student achievement, and then also the policy and personnel subcommittee.
Make a motion to approve as,
So you just, only if you disagree.
I do not disagree.
All right, so as long as there's no disagreement, James, you are officially on those subcommittees. Thank you for reminding me. And the meeting is now adjourned. Let's all go home.